I've already told you I can't get home tonight. Business is business, Lammy Pie. No, I can't possibly postpone that appointment.
I got 'em. Here are your tickets for the ball game tonight.
Tickets? Who said anything about a ball game? Why, that's the most insulting thing that anyone has ever called me.
Oh, is that Mrs. Mooney? Tell her I said hello.
All right. All right. If you can't believe your own husband, I have no alternative but to hang up on you, Irma. Irma? Irma? Oh, you...
Me? What'd I do?
You have just turned my home into a split-level penitentiary.
Mooney, your wife will forgive you. After all, this isn't the first time she caught you lying. If you want my advice...
Mrs. Carmichael, my life with Irma is none of your wretched business. It's my wretched business. I'll handle Irma.
I was just going to say it would be easier to apologize if you say it with flowers.
What I have to say to Irma can't be said with flowers. A flower pot, maybe. But not flowers.
Remember last time, if it's not flowers today, it'll be a fur coat tomorrow.
You know, we haven't had any fresh flowers in our living room for a long time.
Any special kind you'd like for her?
Yes, poison ivy.
Come in.
Hi.
Oh, Mrs. Mooney's flowers.
Yes. Do you like them?
Oh, they're beautiful. Eddie, you really are an artist. You know something? These are pretty enough to be artificial.
Oh, thank you. I guess you love flowers as much as I do.
Yeah, that's because I used to live over a funeral parlor.
I got started by growing plants on my windowsill.
Oh, really?
Yeah, but there's always some kid on the block I had to fight. And there was always some guy calling me a sissy.
Yeah, well, I'll bet those bullies would be good and jealous if they could see the beautiful work you do now.
No, I'm just a glorified delivery boy.
Well, you won't be after you buy the shop from your boss.
Oh, that's all off. I can't get the $3,000 for the down payment.
Oh, Eddie. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that.
Well, I'll just have to tell Mr. Finley to sell the place to somebody else.
He can't sell it to anybody else. Tell him how much it means to you.
Mr. Finley wants cash. Where's a pug like me gonna raise $3,000 bucks?
Mr. Mooney.
What do you want?
Oh, Mr. Mooney.
Eddie Rickles. What have you do?
You don't have to defend me, Mr. Mooney. He's a friend.
Mrs. Carmichael, I am well aware of who Eddie Rickles is. I saw you knock out Joey Mitchell at Madison Square Garden in 1962. You remember that fifth round? Oh, boy, he thought he had you trapped, but you backpedaled. Then you feinted with your left, and you surprised him with that uppercut. Pow! You never had a more loyal fan than Theodore J. Mooney.
Thank you, Mr. Mooney.
Ted, to you.
Why, Eddie, I didn't know you were a famous prize fighter.
That was a long time ago.
You were my kind of boxer, Eddie.
And you're his kind of banker, Ted.
Ted to him. Mr. Mooney to you.
Let's tell him the good news, Eddie. Eddie's going into business for himself.
Well, congratulations, buddy boy. Where's the saloon going to be?
Who said anything about a saloon?
Mrs. Carmichael, anyone familiar with sports knows that baseball players open bowling alleys and boxers open saloons.
Yeah, well, not Eddie.
Oh?
I'm a florist.
You're wise.
And he's going to buy his own shop.
And you're smart.
And you're going to give him the $3,000 to do it.
And you're nuts.
Mr. Mooney.
Mrs. Carmichael, the bank can't lend money to just any stranger who wanders in off the street.
Stranger? You just said he's your old buddy, remember? And all he needs is $3,000. Don't be a cheapskate.
Mrs. Carmichael, I am acting in the best interest of the bank. So don't call me a cheapskate.
Well, you said you were Eddie's most loyal fan. Why don't you loan him the money?
Now you can call me a cheapskate.
Oh, don't feel bad, Eddie. Mr. Mooney will only loan money to people who don't need the loan.
That's all right. I guess I was too crazy to even think I could own my own shop.
Oh, now, Eddie, don't give up. Nothing is impossible.
$3,000, that's impossible. Boy, just think of it. When I used to fight, I used to get that much for one bout.
You got $3,000 for one fight? Wow. Eddie, do you really want that florist shop?
Sure I do.
Then you're gonna fight again.
Oh, no, I can't fight anymore, no.
Why not? Well, the way Mr. Mooney raved about you, you must be terrific.
Oh, I used to be, but I'm past my prime, and I haven't been in training for years.
So you'll start training again. All you need is one fight, and you'll have your $3,000.
Are you kidding? To get $3,000 in one fight, you gotta fight somebody with a big name.
Like Sandy Koufax?
Sandy Koufax isn't a boxer.
No? I heard Mr. Mooney say that nobody can hit him. Well, all right, who is a big name?
Well, there's a kid that packs him in by the name of Sonny Shore.
Well, then Sonny Shaw better watch out.
For what?
For us.
For us?
We are going to fight Sonny Shaw.
It's a good boy. That's it. Keep it up. That's it. Keep it. Hang with him. That's good. Oh, yeah. Great. Yeah, that's it. Excuse me, Nick. Hey, kid, why don't you cool off a while, huh?
Since when do they let dames around here during training?
Nick, that ain't no dame. That's Sonny Stamata.
Oh, that's different. Come here. I just bet 5 big ones on Sonny.
Don't worry, Nick. Your 5,000 clams is in the bank.
To hear you talk, you'd think the kid was the Manasseh Mauler.
Dude, well, he ain't exactly Jack Dempsey, but the kid got what it takes. Hey, he's got fast hands, good wind, and a lot of class.
You better be right, Louis.
Hey, Louis, what's the red-headed dame doing here?
I ain't no dame. I'm Eddie Rickles' tomato. I come to talk to Sonny Shaw.
Well, I'm Sonny Shaw's manager, lady. What do you want to talk to him about?
Eddie Rickles is going to make a comeback, and it's got to be against Sonny Shaw. That's what I'm here to talk about.
You mean you would put Eddie Rickles in the same ring with Sonny Shaw?
Of course we'd want to guarantee you 3 big ones.
What?
That comes to 3,000 oysters. Clams.
Yeah, I know what it comes to. Now, look, lady, I couldn't do a thing like that to Eddie. Well, he's all washed up.
Eddie is not washed up. He's still got quick hands and light fingers and real class and a lot of wind.
Oh, yeah? Well, just leave me show you something. Hey, Sonny, come here a minute, will you? Yeah, I want you to show the lady what great shape you're in. Okay, lady, punch Sonny in the stomach.
Are you kidding? I don't go around punching men in public.
Go ahead, he can take it.
Okay.
Huh? What'd I tell you, huh? Now, if you was to punch Eddie like that, he'd fall apart.
Yeah, well, I'm not going to be the one who's punching Eddie. Sonny is.
I'm sorry, lady. Now, maybe if Eddie trains a few months, I might come take a look at him.
Well, they'll sell the flower shop by then.
What?
Training. If training is all you're worried about, Eddie's been training all along.
I ain't noticed him around the gym.
Oh, well, you see, he's been at a private training camp. Oh, you should see him. He's strong enough to beat the Manasseh Mauler.
The Manasseh Muller.
That's Dempsey, Jack Dempsey.
I know who that is, yeah. Well, maybe I ought to come with you and take a look at Eddie.
Oh, no. I'll bring him down here to see you.
When?
About 3 weeks.
Say, what training camps you at? Lefty Latimer's?
No, Killer Carmichael.
303. 304. 305. Is it time to quit yet?
No, you can't quit. You gotta do your road work.
306. Lucy, this is my first day in training. Give me a break, please.
It takes 310 laps around that couch to make a mile. Now get going.
307. The couch gets longer each time around. 308. 309. 310, that's a mile. What was that?
Time for your knee bend.
Knee bends? No,
Come
I
on,
can't.
come
I can't,
on,
Lucy.
Eddie.
Please, I can't.
Eddie, please, we have to do knee bends
I
now.
can't with knee bends.
Now, come on, Eddie. Every day we have to do our knee bends to tighten up these muscles. Remember?
muscles are
Okay,
tight.
hands on your hips.
Hands on
Down
your
you
hips.
go. 1. Very slowly. Straighten your back. Straighten your back. Hold your head up, Eddie. 2, 3. Down you all the way.
You're making me die crazy.
Straighten your back, Eddie. Now, come on. You know how to train. Come on. 4 and up. And 5 and... Eddie, listen to me. Now, listen. You have got to work up to 25 knee bends a day.
No, I can't. There's no way. What's that?
That's a dishwasher. That's our signal for your weigh-in. Get on the scale. Here, hold these.
Books?
Yeah, the scales are off, but it comes out exactly right if you hold the decline and fall of the Roman Empire and Aunt Fanny's cookbook. 166 pounds. Oh, Eddie, that will never do. No good, no good.
I got to get rid of this spare tire.
Spare tire. That's not rubber. That's blubber.
What? Somebody's at the door.
No. It's the timer on the washing machine. That means you got a jump rope and my laundry is done.
Oh, no. Oh, no.
Eddie.
Forget it.
Eddie, come on. Where's your pep?
I got no more pep. It's all poop. I can't jump.
Come on. Sure you can. You just make a game of it. Now watch.
I can't.
Hey, my name is Lucy, and I come from Alba Juicy, where I sell onions.
I never learned any.
Jump to the word.
No, sir. I never learned those jumping poems. That's it. I can't.
Come on, Eddie. I'll jump with you.
I can't. Oh,
Now, you're going to have to get with it, Eddie, or you'll never make it.
Please, Lucy.
Now, get in position.
I'm in position.
I'll jump with you.
I can't.
Yes, you can, Eddie. Yes, you can.
Oh,
Are you ready?
I hope so.
January, February, April, May. Listen to what your parents say, and you'll be a great big boy someday.
The bell. Where's the bell?
All right, never mind the bell. It's a telephone. You keep jumping. Hello? Oh, hello, Mr. Mooney. No, sir. No, sir, I can't come to work tomorrow either. Well, I'm too sick. I have the jumps. I mean the mumps. Mr. Mooney, I'm not allowed to leave my bed. I can't see anybody and I can't go anywhere. Yes, sir. Goodbye, sir.
Lucy,
Eddie, what are you doing?
look at this.
What?
This plant has a bad case of root rot.
Oh, never mind the root rot. You're in training, Eddie.
But, Lucy, if you don't root out the root rot, the whole plant will turn rotten.
We'll root out the root rot later. Good heavens, Eddie. If you want to ever have your florist shop, you're going to have to forget about flowers. Now, right now, all you got to think about is fighting. You understand? Now, listen, I believe in you, Eddie. You're my kind of boy. And this fight with Shaw can mean a lot to you. Your picture in the paper, your name on thousands of posters. Well, maybe one day they'll even name a stadium after you.
I don't want that stuff anymore.
Well, you want your florist shop, don't you?
Yeah.
Well, okay then. Put these on. Now, you have to keep punching this bag until the dishwasher finishes its drying cycle.
I'll try not to let you down.
All right. You know, I can teach you everything I know, but the rest is up to you. Now, get in there and start punching. All right, a little harder. 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 Well, Eddie, things are looking up.
I'm sorry, Lucy.
Don't apologize. It's been years since I phoned for a man. Oh, yeah, Mary Jane. You should see Eddie. And you should see that left jab of his now. Yeah, and he's down to 160 pounds. That's his fighting weight. Well, he's really been getting the feel of it these last few days. Hey, I gotta hang up now. Eddie's due any minute. And besides, I don't want the phone to be busy if Mr. Mooney should call. Yeah, he thinks I'm too sick to get out of bed and answer it. Bye. Come on in, champ. Mr. Mooney.
Mrs. Carmichael, would you tell me why you have a volleyball hanging in your living room?
Oh, well, I saw an article in a magazine about pop art, and it was called Creative Decorating Hints with Volleyballs. Do you like it?
No. I thought you were supposed to be deathly ill. How are your mumps?
Oh, they're swell. I mean, the swelling's gone. I found out it wasn't the mumps.
What was it?
It turned out to be root rot.
The whole room looks like it had root rot.
Oh, well, I wasn't expecting company.
Well, this isn't a social call.
Oh.
Now, do you remember that fellow from the florist?
What fellow?
Rickles.
Pickles? Not Pickles. Rickles. No, I
Oh,
don't.
well, I have been trying to reach him everywhere, and he has disappeared.
I don't remember him at all.
Mrs. Carmichael, the front door.
Oh, I already bought my Girl Scout cookies, little girl. Go away.
How did you know that was a Girl Scout?
Oh, I can tell by the way they ring the doorbell.
Oh? Now, about this Rickles.
Go on, I'm listening.
I want you to call every florist in town. You find out. Oh, all right, I'll buy the cookies. Girl. Oh.
Hi, Lucy. Boy, good morning. I'm right on time. Hello, Mr. Moody. Boy, do I feel great. I'm ready to work.
Know where Rickles was, eh? What's she doing here?
I'm letting Eddie work out here, Mr. Mooney. He's going to fight again.
Fight? Why should he do a ridiculous thing like that?
Because he wants to buy a florist shop, that's why. And a certain cheapskate wouldn't lend him the money.
Well, he doesn't have to borrow any money now.
What do you mean?
Eddie, my boy, I have good news for you. I have just gotten you a 5-year contract to be the head designer for the flower show.
Oh, Mr. Mooney! Eddie, did you hear that?
Sonny won't last 3 rounds with me. I'll destroy him. That's what I'll do. Pow! I'll tear him apart. Pow!
Eddie, listen to me. What Mr. Mooney is offering you will make you famous. The most famous florist in California.
Are you kidding? With these fits, I'm going to be famous all over the world. The cheering crowds. My picture in the paper. They'll idolize me. The adoring mob. And I owe it all to you, manager.
Eddie, please, listen to Reza, will you? What about your flower shop?
That's for peasants. You never heard of a sports arena named after a florist?
Eddie, what's happened to you?
Something big. You gave it to me, Lucy. You gave me something that every fighter needs. The killer instinct.
He gave that to me years ago.
Oh, boy, I turned a florist into a monster.
Well, you better get him to take that job.
Oh, what difference does it make to you?
I'll tell you what difference it makes to me. My wife was so impressed with the flowers you you ordered, she made me promise to hire him for the flower show.
What's your wife got to do with the flower show?
She's running it! That's what she's got to do with it!
All right.
You'd better get him to take that job, or Irma will destroy me!
I'll give you a tip, Teddy boy. Don't bet your money on Shaw. I'm gonna demolish him. Kill, kill, kill.
Kill, kill, kill! Sounds like Irma! You better get him to change his mind!
Today I'm gonna do 3 miles around the couch. And then I'm gonna do an extra 15 minutes on the bag. Pow, pow. Boy, I'm a killer. Pow, pow. What I need is a sparring partner. From now on, it's gonna be nothing but fighting, fighting, fighting.
Listen to me. Listen to reason.
Lick the world, that's what I'm gonna do. I can see it all now. Dames, foreign cars, custom-made shirts, front tables at nightclubs. Pow, pow. Soup, soup, pow. Pow, pow, pow. Pow, pow. Soup, soup, pow. Pow, pow, pow. Soup, soup. Boy, look at me. Hot as a rock. I was nuts to retire. I got a lot of living to do. That's what I got.
Oh, you got a lot of living to do, huh? Well, put up your dukes.
Put up my dukes.
Yeah.
Are you kidding? I can't use you as a sparring partner.
What's the matter, you chicken? You afraid I'll give you a fat lip to go with your fat head?
Hey, what is it with you?
I just want to show you that you're washed up, Eddie. You're a has-been. You're even worse than that. You're a never was.
Now, just a second.
Yeah, just a second. Get on there. Put up your dukes. Look who wants to fight Sonny Shaw. You're even afraid to fight a girl.
Now, cut that out.
Yeah, oh, you frighten me, Eddie. You frighten me. Oh, you're so tough, Eddie. Eddie Rickles, world champion of the chicken division. That's what you are. Come on, put up your dukes.
Okay.
Get your crummy hands off me, you punchy palooka. Yeah.
I'll show you. Go ahead. Give me your best punch right here on the button.
Is that where you want it?
That's it, and be careful you don't hurt your hand.
Yeah, right on the button.
Go ahead.
Okay, Eddie. Oh, Eddie. Eddie, I didn't mean to do it. I didn't want to do it. I hope I didn't hurt you, Eddie. I just want you to listen to reason. Eddie. Oh, Eddie. Eddie, you're going to have to take some more aspirin. Open your mouth. You're going to feel better now, Eddie. You're going to feel just fine, honey.
I'm gonna quit boxing for good this time. Imagine. I got a glass jaw.
Yeah, you're lucky you found out in time.
I got a glass jaw. I can't believe it. A glass jaw.
Oh, it's a good thing you got him to change his mind. Eddie, my boy, let me be the first to congratulate you. You will never regret taking this job.
Oh, don't thank me. It was Lucy. She's the one that made me change my mind.
Uh-huh.
Oh, well, all I did was make him listen to reason.
Reason? You? You never used reason around the office. Why don't you try a little reason on me? Say, did I tell you, you have to show up at 10 o'clock tomorrow morning? Do you think he's going to...
The Lucy Show. Lucille Ball. Co-starring Gail Gordon.
Well, what a pleasant surprise, Mrs. Carmichael. And how did we manage to get to work on time for once?
Well, I think my clock's broken. Hi, Dottie.
Hello, Lucy.
Well, get to work on these right away, please.
Well, can I have my coffee first?
No, you can't have your coffee first. You just got here. Now, please, get to work, get to work.
Yes, sir, yes, sir.
Mrs. Carmichael, turn that radio off! What is that thing doing here?
Well, you see, Mr. Mooney, when I was in high school, I always played the radio while I did my homework, and now that it's hard for me to concentrate with so much quiet going on.
I didn't know they had radios when you went to high school.
Mr. Mooney,
Well, now,
that's
you
not
keep
very
that thing
nice.
off and you get to work at once.
All
You hear
right.
me? Good heavens.
Mr. Mooney?
Oh, good morning, Mr. Cheever. How are you, sir?
Not very well.
Oh, what's wrong, sir?
Well, at the meeting last night, it was brought to my attention that our branch is lagging in the getting of new accounts.
It is?
Yes, and it was suggested that perhaps this branch was a bit overstaffed. One vice president too many, to be exact. And
Oh?
as a vice president, I hope that you can read between the lines, Mr. Mooney.
Oh, Mr. Cheever, sir, are you inferring that unless I get some new accounts...
Well, congratulations. At least you can read.
Oh, my. I've never seen him so upset. How does he expect me to get new accounts? Drag people in off the streets? I don't know why he blames me for everything that goes on around here.
Well, I wouldn't worry about it.
Well, you better worry about it. You just remember, if I go, you go. Now, I'll be in my office. I don't want to be disturbed.
No, sir.
And that, folks, was the latest hit from the nation's #1 country singer, Homer Higgins. And here's a little news for you Homer Higgins fans. Homer is about to become a California citizen. He arrives in town this morning and will check into the penthouse suite of the luxurious Palm Garden Hotel. Now, that's eating pretty high in the hog for a country boy. And he should be eating high in the hog because the music industry has estimated that Homer's income this year will exceed $5 million. Wow. And now, folks, we...
Right. Dottie, I'm going out. I'll be back as soon as I can.
But what about this work? If Mr. Mooney comes back and you're not here, won't he be angry?
No, not when he hears about the big new account I got lined up for him.
Right this way.
Well, if this don't beat all.
I hope you will find this suite satisfactory.
Ain't this pretty, Effie?
Well, it looks like an awful big place to keep clean. Why didn't we take that little room we was just in?
That was the elevator.
This penthouse apartment gives you a magnificent view overlooking Los Angeles.
Have mercy on us all.
On a clear day, you can see Catalina.
Well, from what I hear, that's a mighty rare sight.
Catalina?
No, a clear day in Los Angeles.
Anything else, sir?
No, thank you, but just a minute. Just a minute there. Here's a tip for you.
Oh, thank you, sir.
Done all right.
I hope you enjoy your stay.
Hold on there just a minute. You've been awful nice to us. And, Effie, give this nice man some of your duck gizzards.
Oh, sure thing.
Give him a whole wad.
Here you are.
There.
They're awful good, fried and hog-lard.
Oh, and by the way, at the end of the week, take out what we owe you.
Yes, sir.
All right, fine. Oh, by the way, if there's any left, why, treat your carnation to a sack of fertilizer. That'd be Howdy do, ma'am.
Hello, Mr. Higgins. I heard on the radio that you were moving here today, and I thought I'd stop by and welcome you. And
Well, ain't that nice, Effie?
Oh, it sure is. Come in and make yourself to home.
Yes, come
Thank
on
you.
in. I want you to meet my kin folks.
Get up, company's come.
This is my wife, Effie,
hello.
Howdy.
and that's her brother, Iffy.
Iffy?
Yes, he was born ahead of her, and his folks call him Iffy because if he was a girl, they was going to name him Effie.
Oh. Well, how do you do? Glad to meet you, Iffy. My name is Lucy. Lucy Carmichael.
Howdy, Miss Lucy. Gee, you got hair the color of orange juice.
Orange juice?
Yeah, and I bet a girl as pretty as you must get squeezed alive.
Only when the bus is crowded.
You sure are pretty.
Down, Iff, down, down. Well, since Iffy's pet skunk died last year, he's gotten girl-minded.
Would you like to come in and rest your feet a spell?
Thank you.
Go right ahead.
Oh, Iffy, come on, help me
Yeah.
with the unpacking.
Now, there.
Now, come on, come on. Get along, get along. Get.
Bye, Miss Lucy.
Bye.
Pick up your feet, boy. Pick up your feet. Get on, get on.
Oh, that boy. That boy is about as useful as a milk bucket under a bull. Would you like some of Effie's sassafras tea?
Well, thank you, but before I accept your hospitality, Mr. Higgins, I think I should explain that my visit is not entirely social.
It is not?
No, not exactly. You see, well, the truth is, what I'm trying to say is, if, well...
Why don't you stop spitting on the handle and get to hoeing?
How's that?
Say what you come to say, ma'am.
Oh, well, you see, I really came here to talk business. I work for a bank, Mr. Higgins, and, well, I came to see if we could handle your account.
Well, frankly, ma'am, I don't cotton much to banks.
Oh. Well, Mr. Higgins, banks are very necessary, especially to a man with your income. You know, a bank offers advice on financial investments, and, well, I just think a person should put his money into something.
Oh, I do, ma'am. I do. In boxes.
You mean all these boxes are full of money?
Yes, ma'am.
Oh.
Yeah, I keep them in boxes.
Oh, for heaven's sake, you mean you carry your money around with you all the time?
Well, not all of it, ma'am. I had to leave a whole mess of it at home. We run out of boxes.
Well, Mr. Higgins, you certainly make a lot of money with your singing and your records.
And I also write all my own songs.
You do?
Yes, ma'am. You want to see me make up a folk song about you right now, just like that?
Well, I sure would.
All righty, bye.
I didn't know you composed your own songs.
Yeah. Fell in love with a pink-haired gal. Fell in love with a pink-haired gal. Fell in love with a pink-haired gal. She fell in love with me.
Well, is that it?
Yeah.
Oh, that's very clever.
Well, that last line didn't come too easy.
Oh, it was very good, that last line.
Well, you were the inspiration.
Oh, really?
That's right, and if that's ever a hit, I owe you a favor.
Oh, well, the biggest favor you could do for me, Mr. Higgins, is let me introduce you to my boss, Mr. Mooney. He's the banker I work for.
No offense to you, ma'am, but I feel like a worm in hot ashes around them big city bankers.
Mr. Mooney's not a big city type banker. He comes from real down-to-earth country folk.
He does?
Yeah. He grew up on a farm, and all his kin were farmers, and all his kin's kin.
Sounds like my kind of folk.
Oh, I just know that Mr. Mooney is the type of banker that you'd cotton to.
Well, I tell you what you do. You bring this Mr. Mooney over here so that we can at least have a howdy and a handshake.
Oh, wonderful. Thank you, Mr. Higgins.
All right.
Oh, I'll bring him over right away.
All right.
And I just know that you and Mr. Mooney are going to hit it off like two pigs in a poke.
All right.
Bye.
Bye-bye. Well, how do, Miss Lucy?
Hello, Mr. Higgins. I'd like you to meet my boss, Mr. Mooney.
Well, you sure don't look like no banker.
I don't feel like one either. My cracky.
Oh, come on in and meet my kinfolk. Come right on. Come right on. This is my wife, Effie.
Howdy.
Howdy.
Hello, Miss Lucy.
Hello.
And that's her brother, Iffy.
Iffy?
Yes, you see, they named him Iffy because if he was a girl, they were going to name him Effie.
That's right.
Hey, y'all are just in time to tie on the feed bag.
Oh?
Come on in. Come on. Come right on.
Thank you,
Come on.
He carries it around with him all the time.
Y'all hungry?
Well, yeah. Something smells mighty inviting, Mrs. Higgins.
Oh, just call me Effie.
And I'm Homer.
And I'm Theodore J.
The J stands for Joshua. His friends and kin call him Josh.
Well, that's a mighty fitting name. You know, you look like a Josh. Yeah. Effie, how's the victuals coming?
Oh, done to a turn.
Oh, fine. Sit down, Miss Lucy, and you too, Josh. Sit right down.
Say, you folks sure got this place looking mighty comfortable.
Well,
Speaking of comfort, do you mind if I take my shoes off?
not at all.
Oh, thank you. I never could get used to these darn things.
Well, and if you have anything to loosen, ma'am, just let her pop.
Here you are, Mr. Mooney.
Thank you.
And here you are, Miss Lucy.
Oh,
now,
thank
this
you.
here is Effie's favorite recipe.
Thank you.
Yeah. What is it?
Well, Effie calls it rib sticking stew. It's just chock full of boiled deer liver, turnip greens, hog jowl, fat back, and sow belly. Come on, folks, eat up. Poke her down now. Oh, you know, man sure is lucky to have a woman that's got a gift for cooking. Your wife cook anything tastes like this?
Everything my wife cooks.
Well, then I take it your Mrs. Mooney is a girl with country rearing.
Acres of it.
That a fact. I see.
You know something? Back in Cedar Creek County, Mrs. Mooney was a champion hog caller.
She were?
Yeah, that's how she got Mr. Mooney.
Well, you know, Effie, I reckon we won't be getting homesick here in California knowing people like Josh and his missus.
Yeah, I hope we'll be seeing a lot of each other, Josh.
Well, no reason why you shouldn't if you come to my office to do your banking chores.
Oh, sounds mighty fine to me.
Well, now, wait a minute, Bucket Mouth. Don't you go get any big... Now, I take the old Josh here, but the big city banks is something else again.
Oh, but Mr. Higgins, our bank isn't at all like a big city bank. It's as homey as gravy on a tablecloth. And all the people that work there are just like old Josh here, neighborly, country-reared folk.
Sounds like a dinger of a bank.
Well, maybe we could go down there a little while this afternoon, look the place over.
Oh, instead of this afternoon, why don't you come down tonight after the bank is closed?
After you're closed?
Yeah, tonight's the night we have our weekly hoedown.
Hoedown?
Once a week, us folks like to have a little get-together, and I just know old Josh would love to have you join us.
Why, me and Effie take the hoedowns like a hog takes the slough.
Wonderful, wonderful. And now it's the West Lang Bank, and it's right down the street. Come on, Mr. Mooney. We have to get back to the bank for your appointment.
Oh, well, me and Effie will sure look forward to this.
Yeah, well,
More than that, most of all, we'll be looking forward to meeting Mrs. Mooney.
Mrs. Mooney will be looking forward to meeting you two. You be sure and show up now.
Oh, don't you worry, ma'am. We'll be there fit as a tiddly and ready to wink.
All right, bye,
Mooney, in all my years of banking, I have never been involved in anything so bizarre and outrageous.
Well, the Higgins account is worth a little trouble, sir. Oh, you'll thank me if we get it.
Now, what if we don't get the Higgins account?
Well, it was all Mrs. Carmichael's idea.
Where is Mrs. Mooney?
Here I am.
Mrs. Carmichael, I know my wife isn't Miss America, but do you have to be so hokey?
You don't want him to recognize me, do you?
Oh, well, no. Well, Homer and Effie will be here at any minute.
Yeah.
So let's get this pea-picking, tater-planting, corn-husking show on the road.
Okay, Josh. Come on, let's get the party going. Head couples, do-si-do. Hurry up, farmer, don't be slow. Side couples, same old thing. Do-si-do across the ring. Partners all with a right elbow. Back by the left. Here we go. Go right into a right and left grand. Try not to blush when you hold her hand. Beat old Sal, take old Sue. Promenade the gal with a run-down shoe. Get back home, swing and whirl. Round and round with a pretty little girl. Jet to the center, left-hand star. Turn your girl not too far. Gents back out, you're doing swell. Into the center with a great big yell.
Folks, I'd like you to meet my wife, Irma.
Howdy. Howdy.
Hi, y'all.
Oh, that was mighty good square dance calling, ma'am.
Oh, shucks.
Yes, it was.
Now, Irma, don't be so shy.
I heard you was a champion hog caller, ma'am.
Oh, well, my hog calling days are over. The last time I called so loud my Adam's apple turned to cider.
Ain't that a knee slapper?
Well, now, since the Higgins clan is all here, let's get this shindig going, eh? Let's give them a real musical welcome.
Okay, come on, Mr. Cheever. We'll give him a doozy.
with ribbons in their hair. Gather round me, folks, I've got some things I'd like to say about the shindig that's a-comin', and it's only a week away. And everybody's gonna have a good time, if my prediction is right, at the Ladies Auxiliary Barn Dance Saturday night. There's gonna be singing, there's gonna be dancing, There's gonna be banjo picking and the fiddler will be there. You'll like our cornbread and sweet molasses and pretty gals with ribbons in their hair. The gals will dress in calico with their fancy lace and buttons and bows, so all you fellas get gussed up in your Sunday go-to-meeting clothes. Mr. Cricket, keep on a-chirping. Mr. Moon, keep shining bright at the Ladies Auxiliary Barn dance Saturday night. There's gonna be singing, there's gonna be dancing, there's gonna be banjo picking and the fiddler will be there. You'll like our cornbread and sweet molasses and pretty gals with ribbons in their hair. One more time. There's gonna be singing, there's gonna be dancing, there's gonna be banjo picking and the fiddler will be there. You'll like our cornbread and sweet molasses and pretty gals with ribbons in their hair. Saturday night. Hey!
Enjoying yourself, neighbor? Oh, it's the best time I ever had in my life. Now I know what I'm going to do with all my money. What? I'm going to take it and buy me a bank like this of my very own. Come on,
Ain't that a knee slapper?
No, that's a nose puncher!
The Lucy Show.
Lucy Show. Starring Lucille Ball. Co-starring Gail Gordon.
Carmichael?
Yes, sir?
These reports have to be typed and these filed right away.
But, Mr. Mooney, it's 6:30 already.
Well, thank you, Mrs. Carmichael. I still know how to tell the time.
But all this work will take me at least 2 hours. Will I get paid time and a half for overtime?
No, you won't get paid anything.
But that's not fair. I'll be working later than anybody else.
You got here later than anybody else.
I had a good excuse for being late this morning.
Good, yes. Believable, no.
I'm sorry, Mr. Mooney, for being late, but the smog was so thick I couldn't find the bus.
I couldn't.
No, get to work, please.
Yes, sir. Working overtime for no money. Nobody appreciates anything around here.
Oh, yes, they do. Only this morning, I called our president, Mr. Cheever, and I told him that my chair was worn out, and he told me that I would get a new chair. Yes, indeed. They reward people around here who use their heads.
Then how come your chair wore out in the seat? Oh, come on in, Mary Jane.
Oh, Lucy, I've got the most wonderful news. You'll never guess what happened to me. You'll never guess in a million years.
Well, what happened?
Guess.
Oh, come on now, Mary Jane. I'm no good at guessing games.
I'll give you a little hint. What's the best thing that can happen to a working girl?
You're getting married.
No.
No? You're engaged?
No.
You got a date?
No, I guess I better tell you. I got a raise.
Oh, Mary Jane, that is wonderful. Is it much of a raise?
Well, no, but at least now my take-home pay is worth taking home.
Oh, that's wonderful.
When do you think you're going to get a raise?
Me get a raise? Ha! Mr. Mooney won't even pay me for working overtime, let alone give me a raise.
When did he give you your last one?
Well, let me see. It was on Flag Day. I don't remember the year, but our flag still had 48 stars.
Oh, that's terrible.
Yeah, well.
How much money are you making now, Lucy?
Oh, I'm ashamed to tell you. But every time I file my income tax, they send me a sympathy card.
Have you ever hinted to Mr. Mooney that you wanted more money?
Hinted? Look, I've done everything. I've skipped lunch telling him I couldn't afford to eat. I told him I have to walk to work because I can't even afford a bus. The only time I ever got a reaction out of him was once when I came in with big holes in my coat.
Oh, and he gave you a raise?
No, he gave me a needle and thread and told me to stop looking like a slob. Oh, darn it, I always forget that this plant is artificial. I just don't understand it, Mary Jane. Seems to me that everybody in that bank has gotten a raise except me.
Well, I just think you're using the wrong approach.
Well, what is the best way to get a raise?
The best way to get a raise is to point out to Mr. Mooney what a good worker you are, that you're never absent, you're never late, and you never make mistakes.
Well, what's the next best way?
Have you ever tried to appeal to his good side?
I've never been able to find it.
Well, Lucy, honestly, you've been there long enough. You're entitled to a raise.
You're telling me?
Well, you should just ask for it.
I have.
Be firm about it. Go in there in the morning and beard the lion in his den.
Okay, but it would be easier getting a raise from a real lion.
Mooney speaking. Oh, hello, Mr. Cheever. Yes, sir, the new chair arrived, sir. It's a beauty. I've just been admiring it, sir. Thank you very much, Mr. Cheever. Thank you. Ah.
Mr. Mooney. How are you feeling, Mr. Mooney?
Oh, I'm all right.
And how is Mrs. Mooney feeling?
She's all right.
And how was your
No,
evening?
you cannot have a raise.
How did you know I was going to ask for a raise?
Mrs. Carmichael, when you come in here on time and inquire about my health and my wife's health, you obviously aren't aiming for a cut in your salary. Now, please get to work.
Mr. Mooney, I've been working here a long time now. It seems as though everybody in this bank has gotten a raise except me.
True.
Well, Mr. Mooney, I realize I haven't been a very efficient secretary.
True.
And I am almost always late.
True.
And I do take a little too long on my coffee breaks.
True.
And I'm not a very good typist.
True.
But, Mr. Mooney, you're not going to give me a raise, are you?
True.
Why won't you?
Because, as you just said, you're not efficient, you're always late, you take too long for your coffee breaks, and you are not a good typist.
Yeah, but you can't think of one single reason on your own.
Mrs. Carmichael, we have a very busy day ahead of us. Please get to work.
Mr. Mooney,
What now?
I think you are taking a very unappreciative attitude after all I've done for this bank.
Just what have you done for this bank?
Well, in what condition was this bank before I came to work for it?
It was the third largest financial institution in the city with assets of $300 million and 31 branches.
And what condition is it in now?
It is the third largest financial institution in the city with assets of $300 million and 31 branches.
You see, I haven't heard it one bit.
Back.
I still think you ought to give me a raise.
Nobody gives a raise. You have to earn it.
Well, how?
Either by being very efficient, which in your case is too ridiculous to discuss, or by performing some outstanding service for the bank.
Like what?
Well, Mr. Cheever gave his secretary an increase because she devised a new system of bookkeeping. She also suggested an advertising slogan for the bank.
She also wears a sweater 2 sizes too small.
Mrs. Carmichael, this is no time to be facetious. Now let me give you a word of advice. Remember, the laborer is worthy of his hire. The climb up the ladder of success is not easy. How do you suppose I got where I am today?
You married the boss's daughter.
I did not. She was his niece. I work very hard to maintain my position here. I work extra hours. For example, today I am having lunch in my office, so I can be here for an appointment with an important client. To get ahead, you have to work. Now, you think about that, Mrs. Carmichael.
Mr. Mooney,
What?
I'm going to take 10 more minutes on my coffee break and just think about that.
You are impossible.
You got your new chair, huh?
Mooney speaking. Oh, yes, Mr. Cheever. Yes, I'm expecting Mr. Leonard any time, sir. Well, I know he's a very important client of ours, sir, but I've never met him personally. He did. He produced the Danny Thomas Show, yeah? Dick Van Dyke. Oh, and I Spy. Oh, well, thank you, sir. That's a big help to me. Yes, indeed. Thanks very much. Oh, and thanks again for the chair. I flipped over it. Goodbye, sir. Yes?
Mr. Sheldon Leonard is here to see you, sir.
I'm expecting him. Send him in, please. Mr. Leonard. Why, it's so nice to see you, sir.
Thank you. Have I interrupted your lunch?
No. Oh, no, I had lunch hours ago, sir. Here. Mr. Leonard, won't you sit down, sir? There you are.
Thank
Make
you.
yourself comfortable. You know, Mr. Leonard, although we've never met, I feel that I've known you for years. I used to go to all those gangster movies you were in. I'm quite a fan of yours.
Yes, I made a lot of those gangster movies.
Yes.
In fact, I still get bumped off 3 times a night on the Late Late Show.
Well, you were so believable as a gangster.
Maybe I was too believable. Every time I stepped out of the house, the cops arrested me.
Well, now, surely you explained to them who you were.
Well, yes, I did, but from force of habit, I'd say it like this. I'd say, all right, get your hands off of me, copper, or you'll wind up in a cement kimona.
Well, it must have been quite a loss to your public when you gave up acting to become a producer and director.
What public? No. I was one of those actors that people would see on the street and they'd say, hey, look, there goes, what's his name? The face was familiar, but they couldn't remember the name.
Well, you have to expect that of people.
From my own kids? Yeah. Twice the little finks turned me in for the reward.
Well, I must say it was a lucky day for television when you gave up acting and became a producer.
Oh, I don't know about that.
Oh, yes, it was. It was indeed. Why, anyone who owns a television set today knows the name Sheldon Leonard.
Except my kids. They still refer to me as what's his name.
Well, I won't forget your name. No, sir. I love those television shows of yours. There's that Danny Thomas show, the Dick Van Dyke, I Spy. That is the most wonderful show. The way you have worked that around so that the... Why, Mr. Leonard, you're blushing. Am I embarrassing you?
Well, yes. Oh. But please continue. You forgot Andy Griffith's show and Gomer Pyle.
Andy Griffith and Gomer Pyle, yes, and I understand that you're currently creating a new series.
Well, yes, that's right. We're shooting the pilot now.
You're shooting the pilot?
That's an expression in television. It means that we're making a test, a sample film, you know. In fact, that's why I'm here to see you.
Oh?
Yes, we have a scene in which there's a bank holdup. And I think it would be more realistic if we filmed it in an actual bank. So, with your permission, I'd like to film it here.
Film it here?
Yes.
In this bank?
Yes.
Well, now, I'd like to oblige you, Mr. Leonard, but that would disrupt our entire day.
Well, I don't intend doing it during your business hours. No, we'll film it at night after the bank is closed.
Well, it's unprecedented and against all regulation.
We're bonded and fully insured.
Well, I'm afraid not. It's quite out of the question.
The screen credit will read Technical Advisor Theodore Mooney.
That's Theodore J. Mooney, and when do we start?
We want to film it tomorrow night, but I'd like to come in tonight and rehearse the scene with my principal actors, if you don't mind.
By all means.
And don't you worry about anything going wrong, Mr. Mooney. I'll watch your money as if it were my own.
Well, with all the shows you do, most of it is. That's a little joke. I just made that up. Right on the spur of the moment. Maybe you could use it in your... It's not very funny. Is there anything else I can do for you, sir?
Well, I would like to familiarize myself with the layout of the bank here. In the words of the trade, I'd like to case the joint.
Oh, case the joint. By all means, help yourself. Make yourself at home. Oh, I tried to give you a key, Mr. Leonard.
Yes.
Yeah. Now, here's the key to the front door of the bank, so you can use that tonight.
Ah, thank you.
You're welcome.
Thanks very much.
A great pleasure meeting you. Technical Advisor, Theodore J. Mooney. Ah!
not busy. Give me your check, Mary Jane. I'll have it cashed for you so you won't have to wait in line.
Okay, thanks.
Would you like the bills in any particular denomination?
Well, I'd like it in tens, but it's only for $5.
This'll only take a minute. Maggie, when you get a chance.
What's the matter?
Shh.
What's the matter?
Shh. The bank is going to be held up.
Hold up. How do you know?
That man behind us is a gangster.
A gangster?
Yeah, look. No, don't look. I don't want him to get suspicious. Now you can look. Don't look so long.
Lucy, how do you know he's a gangster?
Shh, because I recognize his face. Just look at him. Don't look.
Well, are you sure he's a gangster?
Of course I'm sure. Why, he's probably one of the 10 most wanted crooks in the whole country. Doesn't he look like a crook to you? Don't look. You know something? I think I saw his picture in the post office. Boy, he's got a criminal face if I ever saw one. Look, those beady eyes, that thin, cruel lips, and that low-slung forehead. And look at that receding chin.
He hasn't got a receding chin.
Shh. He probably had a chin job.
We better call the police.
Hey, we can't call the police. He hasn't done anything yet. I'm going over and see if I can hear what he's saying.
Hello, Frankie. It's all set for the bank tonight. Yep, it's a perfect setup. Have the boys here at 8 o'clock. No, we can't wait. We have to shoot the pilot.
I was right. He is going to rob the bank tonight. Not only that, he's going to make his escape in a stolen airplane.
How do you know?
He just said he was going to shoot the pilot.
Let's call the police.
No, now, wait a minute. We don't have any evidence.
Well, you said he was going to rob the bank tonight.
Yeah. And I'm going to be right here when he does.
Lucy, you're crazy.
No, I'm not. The minute he starts robbing this bank, I'm going to catch him red-handed.
You better tell Mr. Mooney.
I will not. There's probably a reward out for that crook. Mr. Mooney's the type who would keep it. Besides, this is my chance to do something for the bank so I can earn my raise.
There's got to be an easier way to get a raise.
Well, there is, but I'm not the type to wear a sweater 2 sizes too small. Now, listen. This is what we're going to do.
We?
Yes, we. Now, listen.
Like trick or treat.
I already told you, so they'll think we're scrub women and not kill us.
Well, I hope not. I wouldn't want to get caught dead in this outfit.
Never much.
Hey, Charlie, you wait for the car.
Go.
Okay, fellas, come on.
The nerve of him coming right through the front door.
Oh, it's really something, Lucy.
Shh, don't talk.
Listen.
Don't talk.
Well, you're talking.
Let's not talk about not talking. Shh.
This is really a setup. It's a perfect setup.
Yeah. There's a good place for us to line up people up when we start shooting. Right there. Now remember, this whole thing has got to go like clockwork or we blow the whole bit. Now, Louie, you go back to the cashier's cage and scoop up all the money, right? Go. You get ready to unpack the nitro so you can blow the ball. All right? You stay at the door. Keep an eye on the door. We can... Louie. Hey, Louie. Now, where did he get to?
What's the matter, boss?
Louie disappeared. Go get him, will you?
You bet.
Now, I want you to remember that you got to keep an eye on this door all the time. Harry! Hey, Harry! Harry, Louie! Where did they get to? Everybody is disappearing here. Go find them, will you?
Okay, I'll get him.
Bring them on. I got to talk to them. Let's see. Boys. Louie. Harry, Pete, somebody. Where did everybody get? What are you doing?
Oh, excuse me. I thought we was here alone.
No, we wasn't here alone.
How?
Did you see some men go back there?
Men?
Yeah.
If there was men back there, do you think we'd be out here?
I'd better go see for myself.
Hold him now. I got him. Now, don't you move or we'll let you have it.
What are you talking about?
You're gonna rob this bank, you dirty crook.
I am not robbing anything. I'm going to shoot a pilot.
That's murder. That's even worse than robbery.
Look, ladies, let me explain. This is a mistake. I'm not a crook.
Never mind. I know a crook when I see one, and I've seen your face 1,000 times.
Yeah, of course you have. I'm what's his name? Got me so confused now, even I can't remember.
Somebody's coming. Oh, maybe another member of his gang. Yeah, hold him there now.
Now, look, lady.
Quiet.
What are you talking about? What's going on here?
Mr. Mooney, he was robbing your bank.
Oh, he's not doing anything of
He's
the
a
kind.
big crook, boy.
Get your hands
We
off.
got him.
Come on, get your hands off here. You don't know what you're talking about. Oh, I don't know what you're talking
He's
about.
got a whole bunch of men here.
Oh,
He was
be
robbing
quiet.
the bank.
Oh,
You're making a big mistake.
You're making a mistake. Oh.
You mean he's not here to rob the bank?
Of course not. I'm terribly sorry. Now, what happened?
I don't know. All the years I've been in the business, I never had to fight any gangsters as tough as these two broads.
Oh, who are you? What are you doing here?
I'm rehearsing a new television series here.
A television series?
Yes, he's the well-known actor-producer.
Actor? Oh, of course. Oh, I should have recognized you. Why, you're well, whatchamacallhim?
What's his name?
He's Sheldon Leonard.
Hey, Sheldon Leonard. Oh, Mr. Leonard. Oh, I feel so embarrassed. I'm terribly sorry. Come on, Mary Jane, let's get out of here. I'm sorry.
Just a moment, you two. Just a moment. I want to know what's going on around here.
Well,
Yeah, so do I.
yeah, well, I'm Mr. Mooney's secretary, and I thought you were robbing the bank, and Mr. Mooney said I could earn a raise if I did something extra and special, and when I heard that you were going to shoot a pilot, well, I thought you were crooks, and that if I caught you, I'd get a raise, and the Department of Income Tax could stop sending me sympathy cards.
What's she say?
I wouldn't know. I speak 7 languages, but not hers.
I'm terribly sorry. Come on, Mary Jane.
No, wait a minute. Come back here. Come here.
What?
You ever done any acting?
Acting?
Yeah.
No, sir.
Well, I suddenly got this idea for a new television series. You see, it would be about this kooky red-headed girl, you see, and she works in a bank, and she gets into all sorts of impossible situations, and forget it, nobody would ever believe it.
The Lucy Show. Show. Starring Lucille Ball. Co-starring Gail Gordon.
Well, a fine sailor you'd make.
Mr. Mooney,
Lieutenant Commander Mooney, USNR.
you joined the Navy?
No, but I've been in the reserve for years.
Oh.
Yes, I'm in this uniform because I report for duty today.
You mean you're leaving the bank?
Oh, don't get your hopes up. No, I'm just going on a 2 weeks training cruise.
Oh.
But I shall return.
Oh, good.
Meanwhile, when I'm gone, I want this office kept shipshape. You understand that, sailor?
Oh, yes, sir.
All right, let's start with a clean sweep down fore and aft.
How's that?
Pick up the letters. May I remind you that you are using my dress sword?
Yes, sir. I'm sorry, sir. I'm sorry. You know, Mr. Mooney, you look very handsome and very distinguished in that uniform. So manly.
Thank you.
What a change.
I know what you mean. My wife said the same thing.
You do look very military. What did you get that ribbon for?
That's the Victory Medal.
Oh, you know, you're so modest. You never even told me you were in the war.
Mrs. Carmichael, there are some things a man doesn't like to talk about.
Oh, I understand. Don't you say another word.
But there were times when things got pretty rough out there. They sent us to do a job, and we did it. Fighting men and fighting ships. Oh, yes, I remember once on the sub.
On the sub?
The submarine.
You were on a submarine?
Oh, yes. The SS Porpoise. Yes. Once in the South Pacific, I had the con on the dog watch. Suddenly, my sharp eyes caught a glimpse of the enemy fleet. Did I panic? No. I sounded the alarm for a crash dive. I gave the order for periscope depth, and we closed for battle. I zeroed in on an enemy ship. Fire one! I ordered calmly. Torpedo away, came the answer. A moment later, we heard her hit home. We serviced. I rushed to the bridge, manned the machine gun, and began firing at the enemy aircraft. Got him!
You got it? Well, boy. Oh, are you going to command the same ship this time?
Command? Oh, well, you know how the Navy is. Experience doesn't really count for anything. No, I'm just going to be another fighting man assigned to a dreary desk.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, Mr. Mooney. That doesn't seem fair.
Well, that's the way it goes. Well, I'd better get things squared away around here before I shove off.
Yes, Mr. Cheever called and said to be sure and sign the Wilson Trust papers before you go. They're very important.
Oh, yes. Well, you get them for me, please.
Yes, sir. They're right here in the safe.
Good.
Mr. Mooney, couldn't you apply for a transfer to a fighting ship
Well, that would take too much time.
Oh.
But if they need me, I'm ready. I'm going to run that desk like a taut ship. There'll be no gold bricking in my office. When I give an order, those sailors are going to hop to it. And stand at attention when you're being addressed by a superior officer.
Yes, sir.
All right, now get those papers.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
There they are, sir.
Mrs. Carmichael.
Yes, sir.
Were you raised in a barn?
No, sir, I was raised in Jamestown.
Then close that safe! You bent my sword.
I'm terribly sorry. I'll fix it here.
Never mind, you've done enough damage
I
already.
can straighten it out for you, Mr.
Morning,
Warren.
Ted. Yeah, hello, Bill.
You ready to go?
Yeah, just about, yes, sir. Oh, this is my secretary, Mrs. Carmichael. Mrs. Carmichael, Commander Moore.
How do you do, Miss Carmichael? I just stopped by to take Ted down to the base.
Oh, how nice. Did you get assigned to a dreary desk job, too?
No, not exactly.
Mrs. Carmichael, he is the commander of a submarine.
Oh, wonderful, wonderful. Don't you think it's terrible what they did to Mr. Mooney after all of his years of experience?
What's this?
Never mind, Mrs. Carmichael.
Now, don't be modest. Didn't he tell you what he did on his ship during the war?
Ship? I thought you were the housing officer in Wichita.
Well, yes, for a while. I was just outside of Wichita. I wasn't right.
But he was also a real fighting man on a fighting ship, on a submarine.
Oh.
You never told me any of this, Ted.
I know I didn't.
Commander, there are certain things that a man doesn't like to talk about.
Well, a man with your experience shouldn't be tied down to a desk.
That's what I say.
You keep out of there.
I may be able to pull some strings and get you down in my submarine.
Down in a... Oh. Well, no, I wouldn't want to put you to any trouble. I mean to say, they may be short-handed down at the housing office. They may need me.
Oh, nonsense. Any oddball can handle that job.
That's right, Mr. Mooney. Let him get another oddball for that job. You deserve to be on active service. Now, you go with the commander and do what's best for the United States Navy. I'll take care of everything here.
You already have.
Well, Ted, let's shove off and get some water over our heads. Goodbye, Miss Carmichael.
Goodbye, Commander. Nice knowing you.
Thank you.
Good luck, sir. Goodbye, Mr. Mooney.
I'll see you when I get back. If I get back.
Mr. Mooney's office. Oh, yes, Mr. Cheever. No, sir, he just left, sir. The Wilson papers? Oh, yes. Yes, sir, I know how important they are, sir. Yes, sir, you'll have them right away, sir. Yes, sir. He forgot to sign the papers. Put them in here. What's that combination? 32 to the right.
Okay. Sorry, ma'am, nobody's allowed on the base without a pass.
But my boss is in there, and I have some very important papers that he has to sign.
Sorry, ma'am.
But if I don't get these papers to my boss, I'll be in a lot of trouble. I may even get fired.
Look, lady, if I let you in, I may be fired. By a firing squad. Jones, William, okay.
Mister, please. Look, I'm not a spy. Cross my heart. Well, if I was a spy, I'd have on some sort of a disguise. Maybe even dye my hair. I mean, a real crazy color. Now, look, I just got to get these papers signed. I'll only be in there for a few minutes, Captain.
Seaman, ma'am. And not without a pass.
Anthony, Larry.
Okay.
Rush, Jerry.
Okay.
James, Chuck.
Okay.
Gerald.
Okay.
Lambie, Alec.
Okay.
Club Auto.
Okay. Club Auto. Auto Club.
As you were. Well, Bill, that was mighty fine chow.
Thank you.
However, I hope your boat is in better shape than your coffee.
I hope so, sir. Oh, may I present my executive officer, Commander Mooney?
Oh, how do you do, Commander?
Mooney hasn't been aboard the sub in some time.
Really? Part of the mothball Navy, huh? Well, Commander, you should have been at luncheon with us. We had some fried oysters. We had some pork chops. Banana cream pie. But I imagine you're very anxious to get underway. Aren't we underway yet? Well, I hope not. I have to get off first.
Yes.
Well, let's get on with the inspection.
Yes, sir. Mooney? Sir. Prepare to get underway.
Yeah, me? Yes, sir. Aye, sir. Well, you heard what the man said. Prepare to get underway. Do the... Oh, Mrs. Carmichael, I owe this all to you. I hope I never see you again. Well, I didn't mean it quite like that.
Mr. Mooney.
What are you doing here?
You forgot to sign the Wilson Trust papers.
I did.
Yes.
Yeah,
Mr. Cheever was very upset. Have you got a pen?
Yes, I have.
He was so upset.
Mooney.
He had to get them right back.
What are you doing in that uniform?
I borrowed it to get through the gate.
If they catch you, they'll shoot you.
Yeah, all right. I'll just tell them I'm your secretary and you invited me aboard.
Oh, in that uniform, that's fine. Then they'll shoot both of us. Get out of here. Get out. Hurry up. Come on. Go. Go.
Mr. Mooney.
What?
Bon voyage.
As you were. Now, Bill, I'm expecting a bigger showing from you this time. Now,
Yes,
this
sir.
is a very important training maneuver.
Yes, sir.
If anybody on this pig boat expects a promotion in the next 10 years, they'd better snap to.
Yes, sir. Mooney, you heard that? Snap to.
Yes.
All right, men.
Snap to. You, sailor. That means you. Snap to.
Here, snap to, sailor. Get busy. Get busy.
Believe me. want general quarters. Up, scoop! Oh, I'm gonna keep my eye on this fish.
Admiral, I can explain everything. See, there was a malfunction. Oh. All right, homie. Well, you heard what the Admiral said. He's going to be up there on his barge watching this whole show. And he's got eyes like a hawk.
Yeah, but Commander...
I don't want any excuses. I want results.
Aye, sir. Yes, sir. Result. Oh, this is all your fault.
Well, I didn't...
I don't want excuses. I want results.
Yes.
Now, get out of here. Get out. Get out. Hurry up.
I can't get it open.
I can't get it open. Well, I'll open it. I've got to get you off here before we shove off.
Yes, sir.
Heavens sake.
I think we already shoved off.
Now I've got to hide you somewhere. If they find you, I will be shot for smuggling a woman aboard.
Oh,
yes, I'll be not only shot, but I'll lose my pension.
Where will I hide?
I don't. Here, in here. Come through here. Come on. Now hurry up.
Ouch! Watch your feet.
What? Oh.
And your head. Oh. Where am I hiding here?
I don't know.
Commander Mooney, report to the chart room.
Chart room?
Where's that?
I don't know where it is. Here, over here. Look, wonderful place to hide. Right in there.
In there?
Yes, come on, get in there. Grab
sure?
some. Yes, that'll be fine. That's good. Get in there. Fine. Fine. Good.
You won't forget me, will you?
Well, of course not. Now what?
What is this? I'm hiding in a garbage chute?
No, it's just a torpedo tube.
Torpedo?
Get me
out of here!
Please, for heaven's sake, be quiet. Look, get over here. Get in the bunk and pretend you're a sailor.
Is that a torpedo?
Yes, but don't pay any attention to it.
What do you mean don't pay
Don't
any
get in there. Please, be quiet. That's it. Get in there. Now you stay. What?
You having trouble, sir?
Oh, no. Just one of our new men's a little shy of the torpedoes.
Oh, don't worry about a thing, mate. Them are practice torpedoes. They ain't even loaded.
Report to the chart room on the double.
Aye, sir, yeah. You be quiet and remain right there, sailor.
Well, I'm gonna get me some sack time while the getting is good. Yes, sir. Don't get a chance to get much sack time around here. I'll tell you one thing, Pally. I sure can't wait till we get a leave. That's the one thing I need is a nice, long leave. I met a blondie the other night that is really gorgeous. What do you think? That's right. Stay in touch with me, pal, because the next time I see her, I'll ask her if she's got a good-looking chick for you. Would you like a date like that? Oh, boy. Talking about good-looking chicks, you should have seen the redhead I spotted down at the gate this morning. A real sharp chick. Big blue eyes, nice little nose, nice long legs. Boy, a swinging chick. Hey, how would you like a date with something like that? That's exactly the way I feel. Hey, you know something? I like you. You and I are gonna get along just great. You're my kind of guy. You know what you're talking about.
I found a one. Sailor, report to the radar officer.
Me, sir?
Yeah.
I'm the cook.
Well, he's hungry. Come on the double. Down you go. Go on. That's right. Now take your gear and get out of here. That's it. Hurry up. He's very hungry. Go. That's it. Go. That's fine. I found a great place for you to hide. Come on. Never mind. We'll just hurry before they take her down. Come on.
Take her down.
Yes, we're going to dive.
Dive?
Yeah, well, now, don't get panic. There's nothing to panic about. Don't be afraid.
Dive!
Dive!
I'm right to 073.
Right, 073.
Remember, Mooney, the Admiral's going to be up there on his barge watching this whole show.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. All right. Snap to it, you men. Snap to it. Look alive. There.
What are you doing here? I'm hungry.
Hungry?
My lunchtime.
Mooney! You checked the forward compartment?
Aye, sir.
Everything secure?
Aye, sir.
All right, keep your men busy.
Aye.
And that means you, sailor.
You keep busy, sailor. Do something.
What do I do?
Well, here. Take this. Pretend you know how to use it.
Sonar contact bearing 238 relative.
You know, Mooney, this is the most important torpedo exercise of the year. We've got to make a good showing.
Yes, sir.
Sonar contact bearing 097 relative.
It's going pretty fast. Must be a destroyer.
Oh, yes.
Right. 2 destroyers on the port beam. Range 2,500 yards.
Range 2,500 yards.
Bearing 224.
Bearing 224.
Destroyers closing. There it is, Mooney. Our target ship.
Good.
This is what we've been waiting for. What are you doing there?
Mopping, sir.
Well, get mopping. This is a torpedo exercise. We're about to fire one.
Fire one.
Fire one.
Number 1 away.
We fired one. We hit something. The Admiral's barge.
Prepare to surface. Blow all ballast tanks. Stop all engines.
Yes, sir.
Who gave the order to fire that torpedo?
Well, sir.
I did, sir.
Good show.
What's that?
Your crew is more on the ball than I thought, sir.
It is?
It certainly is. Of all the members of the fleet, your boat was the only one who saw that I was not flying the proper recognition signals. And you took action. Kind of drastic action, but action. I'm going to see that you get a citation and extra liberty for all hands.
Well, let's hear it for the Admiral. Hip, hip. Hooray!
Hooray!
Hip, hip. Hooray! Hip, hip.
The Lucy Show. Lucy Show. Starring Lucille Ball. Co-starring Gail Gordon.
Mr. Moody!
Touche, Mrs. Carmichael.
Oh, Mr. Mooney, I'm so sorry, but I was in such a hurry to tell you the good news. Boy, are you going to be surprised.
About what?
I won first place in a dog food contest.
That doesn't surprise me. I've tasted your cooking.
I didn't make the dog food. I just entered the contest, and I won a trip to London. Look, here's my ticket. My plane leaves Monday morning.
Well, what makes you think you can take off from work just like that?
Oh, well, I have some days coming to me. I've been saving up my sick leave.
Your sick leave?
Yes, sir. And oh, you don't know what I've gone through to save up those few measly days. Oh, some days I have been so miserable.
Oh, well, I never realized you were so dedicated.
Oh, yes. You know, one day I came to work in such pain that I had to ask the bank guard to give me a bullet to bite on.
Why, you poor thing.
Well,
However, Mrs. Carmichael, it is impossible for you to leave at this time.
why?
Because I have to go east next week on business, and I want someone to be here in this office.
But, Mr. Mooney, last year we both took our vacations at the same time. Nobody even missed us.
Exactly, and I never want that to happen again.
Oh, Mr. Mooney, that's a thanks I get for all the hard work I've done, all the long hours of concentration I've put in.
On what?
On my dog food jingle.
Dog food jingle?
Yeah, the one that I won the prize with. I feed my doggy arf arf. I buy it by the bunch. I know it's tasty dog food. I eat it myself for lunch.
You wrote that?
Yes, I did.
Oh, you do need sick leave.
You mean I can go?
Oh, go.
Oh, Mr. Mooney, thank you. Thank you. Oh, I'm going to London. I'm going to tell the girls. I'm going to London.
And they think they'll always be in England.
Flight 19, British Imperial Jet Service to London, is now loading at Gate 7.
Oh, Mary Jane, I'm so excited. There it is. British Imperial Airways. You know what it said on the ticket. From the moment you step up to the counter, you feel a bit of Britain. Oh. Isn't it exciting?
Lucy, but you better hurry, honey. You have to check your ticket.
Yeah, okay, honey. Oh, dear.
Where's your ticket?
I must have left it in my bag. Oh, my God. I left it in my bag.
Lucy!
My bag, my ticket's in my bag.
Ask this man.
What am I going to do?
Ask this man.
Sir, excuse me. I'm on my way to London, and I had my ticket, and I left it in my bag. I put my bag down there, and it went that way, and I don't know how to get it back.
Oh, really? Well, the only way for this little baby doll, you know, the bell mills is that don't see the baby doll for the week. What did you do, really, you know?
What?
The only possible way we're going to get back around the better business, you find the old things in the baby box. It's the only possible thing you can do, really.
Did you understand what he said?
No.
Excuse me, sir. Perhaps your friend could help me?
Cedric called all of these Americans, you know.
Right, Herr Captain. As I understand it, you're in a bit of a tiz-was because you went and lost your bloomin' doodah, lady?
Yes, I lost my bloomin' doodah, lady, and I want to know how to get it back.
But there's no need to get yourself in a state.
Well, of course I'm in a state. My plane's ready to take off, and my tickets are in my bag. My bag took off without me, and I don't know how to get it.
Perhaps I can be of some help, ladies.
Oh, I hope so. I sure would appreciate it.
If you don't mind, sir. What this man was trying to tell you is that the baggage room's in the basement.
In the basement. Oh, basement? I don't know if I have time to get to the basement. My plane is taking off for London. Flight 19.
Well, how soon does Flight 19 leave?
It just left.
Just left?
Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, I knew this was too good to be true.
Honey, I told you to get an earlier start.
Don't get so upset. Look, there's a plane leaving for New York in a few minutes.
I'm not going to New York. I'm going to London.
I know. If you take the plane from here to New York, there they can get your connections on to London.
Oh, can they do that?
Well, sure.
Oh, thank you.
Now, remember to take your tickets to the main ticket counter.
Oh, yes, sir. Yes, sir. Oh, my tickets. I got to get my tickets. Yeah, I got to get my tickets. Lucy, what are you doing? I'm going to get me bloomin' doodah, lady.
Seat 10C.
Oh, thank you. Thank you very much.
Would you like me to take that for you?
Oh, yes, thank you. Oh, miss.
Yes?
I keep forgetting about the difference in time. Do I set my watch ahead or back?
Oh, it's 3 hours later in New York.
Oh, well, I'm not just going to New York. I'm going all the way to London, England, in Europe.
How very nice. The time difference is 8 hours between here and London.
London, England.
In Europe.
Thank you. Oh, I'm terribly sorry. Sir,
Yes?
I wonder if you would do me a favor.
Yes, what is it?
You see, my girlfriend is here to see me off, and I promised to wave to her, but I don't think she can see me. Would you wave to Mary Jane? She's the one in the green suit right by the gate. Just give her a little wave. Oh, yeah, thank you very much. Oh, look, she's waving back to us, and she's throwing me a kiss. She's the very best girlfriend I've got. Would you mind throwing her a kiss? Oh, thank you. Oh, excuse me. Oh, I would love to get a shot of her just waving to me. Would you just draw back a little bit? Oh, maybe you better take it. Maybe you better just press this little thing right here. Yes. Now, look, get her attention. Wave to her, wave to her. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. She really is my very best girlfriend. Thank you. I'm terribly sorry. I'm sitting on the wrong side of the plane to wave goodbye to her.
May I take your coat?
Oh, yes. Yes, I guess so. Thank you. Thank you.
Is there anything else I can do for you?
No, I don't think so. Later, I may have some coffee, tea, or milk. Mr. Mooney.
Mrs. Carmichael, what are you doing here?
Well, I don't blame you for being surprised. I missed my plane.
That doesn't surprise me.
Well, I'm going to New York on this plane, and then I get my plane for London from there.
Oh, I see. I see.
My, it's a small world, isn't it?
Yeah. And with you in it, no wonder they're racing for the moon.
Mr. Mooney, you know, you ought to be glad that I'm sitting here with you instead of some stranger. After all, it's a long trip, and you'll have someone nice to talk to.
Mrs. Carmichael, when I arrive in New York, I'm going directly to an important meeting.
Listen.
That's why I'm studying these documents. And I don't want to be disturbed.
Oh, yes, sir. Isn't this a wonderful age we live in? Breakfast in Los Angeles, lunch in New York, dinner in London. Isn't it exciting?
Frankly, my business takes me on so many transcontinental and overseas trips that it isn't very exciting for me. I get pretty sick of flying.
Oh, really? Well, actually, I get a little bored now and then, too, yeah.
Fasten your seatbelts, please.
Oh, I guess we're going to take off, huh? You better fasten your seatbelt.
I'd be happy to if you'd give me the other half of my belt.
Oh, you have...
Yeah.
Oh, you have 2 buckles. Oh, for heaven's sake. You have part of mine. Oh, goodness. I don't know why they don't have them right in the first place.
Ladies and gentlemen, may I have your attention, please? Since the takeoff portion of our flight will be over water, I'd like to demonstrate how to put on the life jackets, which you'll find under your seat.
Sir, she wants you to pay attention.
I've seen this 100 times.
Oh, yeah, it's a real drag.
The chances of your having to use the life jackets are very remote, but regulations require this demonstration. After the jacket is securely tied, it is inflated by pulling this cord. Jacket should be inflated only after leaving the plane. Thank you very much. Would you care for some gum?
Thank you.
No, thank you.
It's for your ears.
My ears? Oh, of course. I forgot.
Does gum really help? Oh, yes. Chewing the gum does seem to help relieve the pressure during the takeoff. Thank you.
I get so used to wearing them, I forget I have them on. Oh, I'm glad you're through with your work, Mr. Mooney. I was feeling kind of lonesome.
Carmichael, I'm going to listen to some nice, quiet music and try to get some rest.
Oh, is that what those are?
What are you doing?
I was just trying to turn up the volume.
Well, turn up your own volume.
I don't have to. I can hear yours now.
Look, Mrs. Carmichael, all I want is a little rest, so I look fresh at that meeting.
Yes, sir.
Oh.
Sorry, sir. I certainly hope they serve lunch soon. I didn't have any breakfast.
Miss, you have to press the button on the arm at the same time.
Oh, of course. I forget. All planes are different. Oh, I found it. I have it now. Yes. What's the matter? Did you have a bad dream?
No, I didn't have a bad dream. Miss, your button is on this arm.
Oh. Oh. Oh, yes. Thank you.
Would you care for some champagne?
Champagne? Oh, thank you.
Would you care for some?
Thank you.
My, this is delicious. Happy landing.
Bon voyage.
Oh, the boniest. What was that?
Just a little turbulence.
A little turbulence? Oh, I hope they don't have too much of that up here. Oh, my. Was that some more turbulence?
Getting a little rough.
It certainly is.
More champagne?
Why not? Boy, it's getting hot in here. I certainly hope they serve lunch pretty soon. You know, it's nearly midnight in London, England, in Europe. You know something?
What?
You're awfully nice.
Thank you.
I think I'm going to tell you a little secret.
Secret?
I've never flown before.
You're kidding.
You couldn't tell, could you?
I would have sworn you were Peter Pan.
Boy, I hope they serve lunch pretty soon. I certainly didn't mention this turbulence in my travel folder.
I think we're heading into a little storm.
Really? Well, the plane was pitching.
The plane's ditching! They're ditching! Where's my life back? Where's my life? They're going to ditch! I know it! Yeah, I know it's under... All right, I'll put it...
Settle down. Settle down now. Everybody be calm. Now, what's going on here?
Well, he said the plane was ditching.
Now, look, sir. You've caused nothing but trouble since you came aboard. You fell out of your seat, you wrecked the luggage rack, and now you've got the whole plane in an uproar. Now, everybody, just be calm. Everything's going to be all right. Now, take your seats. Sit down, sir. Everything's going to be just fine.
The Lucy Show. Lucy Show. Starring Lucille Ball. Co-starring Gail Gordon.
It's 10:30. Where have you been?
Oh, everywhere. This certainly has been a busy morning.
Don't give me that. Now is the moment you came to work.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Where are you going? Mrs. Carmen! If you are ready, I would like you to take some dictation.
Yes, sir, I'm ready.
I have to get a note out with these contracts that have to get out this morning.
Yes, sir.
Now then, this note goes to Mr. John Wayne.
John Wayne died.
Mrs. Carmichael,
Yes.
Mr. Wayne is a client, and when I dictate correspondence to him, I wish you would refrain from going, "Duh!"
I can't help it. He's my all-time favorite.
Nevertheless, I wish you wouldn't fall apart every time I mention his name.
I just wish he was here to pick up the pieces.
I am not interested in whom you would like to be picked up by. Now, Mrs. Carmichael, let's get busy, please. And will you sit down? You can't take dictation standing up, I have to say.
Yes,
All right. Now then, are you ready?
Yes, sir.
All right. Dear Mr. Wayne.
Dear Mr. Wayne.
Enclosed herewith is the movie script you sent us, along with the final contracts regarding our financing of your current production, the one about the war wagon.
The war wagon?
Yes.
What's a war wagon?
Well, it's a large armored wagon, and in this picture, it's transporting gold across dangerous, hostile territory.
Oh, are there Indians in it?
Yes.
Who else is in the picture with
I
him?
don't know. Let's get on with the dictation, please. I haven't finished the note.
He always gets the girl, doesn't he?
Yes.
That's good. And the girl's usually Maureen O'Hara, you notice? I'd like to be
Just take that.
Yes, I have.
Now, let me see where we're... yes. We are very pleased to participate in a venture that has already made your company so prosperous.
Prosperous?
Yes, prosperous.
Couldn't we just say rich?
Mrs. Carmichael, if you don't know how to spell prosperous, you can look it up in the dictionary.
Well, you have to know how to spell it before you can look it up. Besides, I think Mr. Wayne would say rich. I don't think he'd say prosperous.
Oh? Well, now, maybe Mr. Wayne would say rich. All right, put down rich, then sign it, yours truly, et cetera, et cetera.
Yes, sir. Mr. Mooney,
Hmm?
instead of signing the letter, yours truly, I think Mr. Wayne would like it better if you said something like, until our trails cross again, may your grazing be the greenest and your water hole never run dry. I remain yours till the feathers of the red man turn gray. And sign it your bronco-bustin' buckaroo, Tex Mooney.
And how would I send it? Pony Express?
Well, I just thought that...
Never mind, Mrs. Carmichael. Just sign it yours truly and sign Theodore J. Mooney.
All right.
Oh, here. These are the contracts that go with the note. I want you to take them to the studio immediately.
Oh, yes, sir. Yes, sir. I'll see that Mr. Wayne gets them personally.
Oh, no, you don't. Just take them to the entrance and leave them with the receptionist.
But, Mr. Mooney, it wouldn't be any trouble at all. My girlfriend, Mary Jane, works at that studio, and I could have lunch with her. And
No, Mrs. Carmichael. Just leave them with the receptionist and don't bother Mr. Wayne.
Mary Jane? Oh, Mary Jane, I just saw some Indians. Oh, gee. Look at all these wonderful costumes. Oh, it must be fun working in a studio with all kinds of glamorous stars around all the time.
Yeah, it is fun.
Hi, Bill. Hi, Ed. Hi, Mary Jane.
Oh, hi, Ed. Ed, I'd like you to meet a friend of mine, Lucy Carmichael. This is Ed Nelson.
Doesn't that hurt?
Not me. But it sure bothers my wife when we're dancing.
That's funny. Oh, that's funny.
Hi, Mary Jane.
Oh, hi. Oh, that was Burt Lancaster, wasn't it?
Oh, no, Lucy, that's Mr. Simon. He's the director.
Oh, sure looked like Burt Lancaster.
Hi, Mary Jane.
Hi.
Oh, I recognized him. That's Richard Chamberlain.
No, Lucy, that's a studio doctor.
Oh, really? Who was that, the janitor?
That was Milton Berle.
Milton Berle? Oh, for heaven's sake, wait till I tell the girls I nearly saw Milton Berle. Was it really Milton
Yes, it was.
Berle?
But listen, honey, listen. Lucy, we
Yeah.
have to order. You're going to be late getting back to work now.
Oh, I don't care if I am late getting back to work. I'm still so mad at Mr. Mooney for insisting that I leave those contracts with the receptionist. You'd think a man would understand how much a woman would like to meet John Wayne personally.
Yes, you certainly would.
Do you know John Wayne?
Not personally.
Well, then I think I'll introduce you.
Do you know him?
No, but I will when I give him these contracts.
Lucy, I thought you gave those to the receptionist.
Not on your life. You think I was going to give up a chance like this? I'm going to give these to Mr. Wayne personally. Now, do you think he'll be in here for lunch?
Well, he usually is, but sometimes he has lunch in his dressing room.
Oh, really?
Hi, Mary Jane. Oh, hi, Joyce. Hey, Joyce.
Yeah?
Do you know where Mr. Wayne is?
No, I don't. Anything I can do?
Well, my friend's looking for him.
Oh?
Yes, I work in a bank, and I have some very important contracts for Mr. Wayne.
Oh, yes, we've been expecting those. Thank you so much.
How's that?
The receptionist.
The receptionist? Oh, no.
Hi, honey.
Hello.
I thought you didn't know him.
I don't.
Well, he said hello to you.
Well, he says hello to everybody.
He called you honey.
He doesn't know my name.
Gee, that's even better than a name. Oh, if he ever called me honey, wow.
He's very friendly.
Is he?
Oh, he's so nice.
Mary Jane,
Yeah.
you wanted on the phone.
Oh, okay.
Here's your usual, Mr. Wayne.
Thank you. Oh, bring me some ketchup.
Right. There you are, sir.
Thank you.
Anything else I can get for you, sir?
No, I'm fine.
Howdy.
Hi.
I'm Lucy Carmichael.
Oh, well, I'm John Wayne.
Oh, I know you are. Oh, it's nice meeting you, Mr. Wayne. I work at the bank, and I brought some contracts over here for you today.
Well, thank you.
I thought about bringing them to you in person, but I realized that you're a very busy man, and I didn't want to bother you.
Oh, I'm never that busy.
Yeah, well, whether you're busy or not, I just thought there's no reason for people to bother you, and that's why I left the contracts outside with the receptionist, so I wouldn't bother you.
Well, that's very considerate.
It must be very bothersome, people bothering you all the time, like when they ask you for your autograph and everything.
Well, I never considered that a bother.
Oh, can I have your autograph?
Well, of course.
Thank you.
Did you bring a piece of paper?
No. I didn't want to bother you, but could you maybe put it on the back of this?
Well, this is a page out of my script.
Oh, I would love to have a page out of your script.
Well, it's...
I would love that. Would you care for something?
Well, would you like something?
Well, just a cup of coffee if it's no bother. Now then, just say to my dear friend Lucy Carmichael.
To my dear friend Lucy
Carmichael, C-A-R-M-I-C-H-A-E-L. I always spell it for people because sometimes they spell it E-A-L, and we have the Scotch clan spelling A-E-L. My maiden name used to be McGillicuddy. That's how Scotch I am. Let's see. Who I enjoyed having lunch with in person. I mean you in person, not me. Who I enjoyed having lunch with in person. Together, today, alone. Together, dash, today, dash, alone.
together.
Today, alone.
Alone.
Yes, now if you just put the date down there in the corner.
The date?
Yeah, when I get back to the bank, I'm going to have it notarized.
Notarized?
Yeah, well, they'll never believe this back home. Thank you so much. Oh, I'll cherish this. Thank you. You know, Mr. Wayne, I watch all of your old pictures on television.
Do you?
And even though I know you started out quite a long time ago, you still look so handsome and so young.
Well, thank you. I'd like to have that notarized.
Well, it's true. Most actors don't look anything like they do in their old pictures on television.
You know what I think ages them?
What?
Staying up all night watching their old movies on television.
Oh, you're funny. You know, I think I've seen every picture you ever made.
Really?
Mm-hmm. Some of them 8 or 10 times.
Well, thank you. That's very nice.
You know you were such a sensational Army general in a picture called Cast a Giant Shadow. An Army general. And what a dashing naval officer you were in Harm's Way. Remember that?
Yes.
Yeah, did you enjoy making that?
Very much.
Did
yeah.
John Ford direct it?
No, he didn't direct it.
He directs most of your pictures, doesn't he?
Yes, he does.
Yeah. And most of the time you have Maureen O'Hara in your pictures, don't
That's
you?
right, yeah.
She has beautiful red hair.
Yeah.
You know something? You were the greatest Marine of all times in the sands of Iwo Jima. Just the greatest.
Well, thank you.
Gee, you've been in every branch of the service. No wonder we won the war.
Well, I never thought of it that way.
Yeah, you've been in the service so long, I think Bob Hope should play a Christmas show just for you. Yeah, I'm a little trouble with that. Here, let me help. Terribly sorry. Here, let me help you.
No, don't help,
Oh, I'm
please.
terribly
Well, Miss
sorry.
Carmichael, I think that
Oh.
I'd better get back to the dressing room and study my lines.
Oh, I'm terribly sorry, Mr. Wayne. Oh, here, you haven't even touched your
Well, I'll take it
sandwich.
with me.
Oh, okay. Oh, and Mr. Wayne, here. You might want that where it
Thank you.
belongs.
Now, Lucy, they don't usually allow visitors on the set, honey.
Yeah.
But I'll talk to the assistant director. Oh, Brian.
Oh, hello, Mary Jane.
Hi. Listen, Brian, this is my friend, Lucy Carmichael.
How do you do?
And she wants to see John Wayne shoot.
Well, we don't usually allow visitors on the set.
Well, I told her that.
I'm a personal friend of Mr. Wayne's. As a matter of fact, I just had lunch with him.
Oh, well, in that case, I guess it will be all right.
Oh, good.
Thank you. Thank you. Okay.
And I'll see you later.
Right.
Have fun.
Bye-bye.
Okay, places, everyone getting ready to roll, huh? John, you ready?
I was born ready.
Lady, would you mind stepping over a bit? Oh, you're right in front of my camera.
Oh, is that the cat? Excuse me.
All right, now. All right, let's get ready. Rolling.
War Wagon Company, scene 53, take 1.
Action!
we better get out of here. This place is loaded with Pierce's men.
Way I look at it, this place is loaded with 2 of our men.
But, Tall, there's 10 of Pierce's men here, and there's only 2 of us. Couldn't we pick a time when the odds are more even?
Okay, let's wait around until 6 or more Pierce's men come in.
Ha ha! You tell him, that's right.
Who's that? Someone the bank sent over not to bother me.
Is he a friend of yours?
Seems that way.
But I want absolute quiet on the set. Quiet! Absolute quiet!
Ah! Oh, my, that is a hot light. Oh, my, did you have a lot of those hot lights around here like that?
Yes, Liddy.
Oh, I
Yes, you
didn't
see,
know
we
that
have
was
them
it.
all over the set. If you look
Yeah,
right around, we
I
have them.
see.
You have to be careful where you
Yes,
stand.
I
madam.
will.
Yes.
Thank you.
Now, look, and I must ask you, please, don't react that way off camera.
Oh,
we have to have absolute...
I got something to tell you. That's the way they're going to react to Mr. Wayne all over the country in every theater that he plays in.
Yes, I hope so, but-
You better just get used to it. When they hear a line like that, they say, yeah.
Yes, but that's in the theater, ma'am. Here on the set,
Oh,
we can't
well,
have that. You see,
well-
all these actors have to be able to concentrate when
Oh,
Mr. Wayne
well,
comes in.
let them get used to it, because if they're in a Wayne picture, they're in the best, and that's the way they feel.
Yes, you're right. You're right, and that's what we want. But you'll help
Okay,
us a great
okay,
deal
fine,
if you'll
fine.
just take it easy, right?
Take it easy,
Just
but
don't
I
get too
react
upset.
the way I feel. Yeah, watch out for those hot lights.
John, Burt Lancaster's shooting on the next stage. Couldn't you send her over there?
Why? Bert's never done anything to me.
Well, all right, if you want to let her stay around. All right, places, everybody. We'll pick it up from Mr. Wayne's last line. Roll 'em.
Scene 54, take 1.
Okay, let's wait around until 6 more Pierce's men show up. Howdy, Pierce.
Howdy, Tall.
Been a long time.
Yeah. Been a long time.
You mouth off like that again, and you'll be a dead man.
Cut!
I didn't do anything. I didn't move.
John, I think you skipped some dialogue.
Oh, wait a minute. Let's take a look.
What's that, blood?
No, ketchup. Well, no wonder I missed it. There's a page missing.
Oh, a page missing.
Oh, maybe that's my fault. Perhaps this is a page that you gave me out of your script. Is that the one?
That's the one.
Well, let's see now. You're supposed to say, here you and your boy's been looking for. You said that, didn't you? And he says, that's right, Tar. And you say, well, now you can stop looking and start talking. And he says, reckon I ain't fixing to be seen talking to no jailbird. And then you say, you mouth off like that again, you'll be a dead man.
Oh, I got it. I'll remember it now.
Listen, Mr. Wayne, I think it would be better if you said, you mouth off like that again and you'll be pushing up daisies.
Pushing up daisies.
Now,
Yeah.
please, miss, we've got...
Wait a minute, Joe. I like pushing up daisies better.
All right, pushing up daisies.
That's much
You
better.
want to rehearse it once?
Yeah, let's rehearse it.
No, let's roll it. I know the dialogue.
Okay, roll it. Go ahead, roll it. He knows it. Go on, roll it.
John, you sure you don't want to clear this set? I hate to blow this scene.
Well, I'd rather blow a scene than lose a fan.
That's why he's been up there on top so long.
Thank you, man.
That's the kind of a man he is. Yeah. I mean, all of his fans know that about Mr. Wayne.
Yes, all right now. Places,
We know that about him.
Oh, yeah, yes.
Everybody
sure,
knows that about
yes.
Mr. Wayne.
Yeah, all right, places, roll them.
Scene 55, take 1.
Action!
Take 3.
Action!
Here you and the boys have been looking for me, Pierce.
That's right, Tall.
Well, now you can stop looking and start talking.
Well, I reckon I ain't fixing to be seen talking to no jailbird.
off like that again, and you'll be pushing up daisies.
What?
Yes, what do you get this?
Forgot his line. He forgot his line. I don't blame you for forgetting. It's new. It's brand new. I just gave it to you. And then you say, you mouth off like that again, you'll be a dead man. That's what it was. You're supposed to say you'll be pushing up daisies.
I was just taking a long pause for effect.
Oh, I thought he forgot his line. Oh, okay, roll him. Go ahead.
All right, roll 'em.
Scene 56, take 1.
Take 4.
You mouth off like that again, and you'll be pushing up daisies.
If you're looking for trouble, Tall, I got plenty of boys that can give it to you.
Well, I'll let you make the first move. But you better remember, it may be your last.
Oh, now, Tall, me and the boys didn't mean nothing personal.
Take him, boys. Oh, yeah.
Look out!
What are you trying to do, lady?
I saw her give him a knife. He took a knife to Mr. Wayne.
Well, I know that. We're just trying to...
Look at her standing there with that silly smirk on her face.
Lady, we're trying to shoot a picture.
Well, you go ahead and shoot a picture, but you make sure that he doesn't get hurt. Good heavens, I've never seen such brutality. They were rough.
Lady, nobody here is going to hurt me. These are all my friends. Why, actually, this fella and I started together 20 years ago.
Yeah, way over 20.
Never mind. How good of friends we are. Now, just try and control yourself.
Hey, makeup.
They certainly didn't look very friendly to me. I've seen, as I told you, Mr. Wayne, I've seen practically every picture you ever made. Here, let me take that. And I tell you, I noticed in every picture that they sort of gang up on you. You're always outnumbered. You always have a tough time of it, and I don't think it's right. I just don't think it's fair. Thank you.
Thank you.
We all thank you, lady, but we're trying to shoot a fight scene, not a beauty contest.
Well, then you just be very careful of him. Remember, he's a star.
Yeah, fellas, be real careful of me. Remember, I'm a star.
Yeah, well, all right, star. Let's get back to work. Now, look, John, this time I want you to take one of these blood capsules, put it in your mouth, bite down on it during the fight so we get a good shot of the blood, huh?
Okay.
I just had no idea that they were so rough. He could really get hurt.
I've seen Mr. Wayne get hurt plenty of times.
You have?
Sure, sometimes those stuntmen are so anxious to make things look good that they get carried away.
I'll say they do, and I think this is one of the times they got carried away.
All right, folks, a very important scene. I want it to go well, so quiet!
Quiet! Let's have it quiet.
All right, we'll overlap the action where Chuck gets the knife from Helen, right? You ready? Make it good, gang. Roll on!
Scene 57, take 1.
Action!
He's bleeding. They really hurt him. They really hurt him. They really hurt him.
He'll be all right, I'm sure. All. Now you're gonna have to leave.
Oh, why should I leave? I'm Mr. Wayne's best fan. I didn't mean to hurt him. I didn't mean to do him any harm. Say something, Mr. Wayne.
Goodbye,
He called me honey. He called me honey.
The Lucy Show.